Interesting facts you probably didn't know. Nearly 10% of all dreams include sex. Sex dreams aren't exclusive to horny teenage boys. In fact, nearly 1 in 10 dreams contain some R-rated sexual content, and this holds true for both men and women, according to a study. Women were more likely to have sex dreams about politicians, celebrities, or their exes, while men were more inclined to dream about having sex with multiple partners at once. Women get erections too. Women do experience genital arousal, although their erectile tissues are smaller than those in males, they are equally important. The clitoris is composed of the same spongy erectile tissue as the penis, which enlarges and becomes engorged with blood when aroused. You can observe this by simply looking at or touching your clitoris when you're aroused, and you'll notice its increased size. 3% of people have no sexual fantasies at all. Think you're a bit unusual for having thoughts about unconventional things? Well, even though most people don't openly discuss it, a whopping 97% of us have sexual fantasies. The vast majority report fantasizing anywhere from several times per week to several times per day. Surprisingly, there are even some people who claim to have zero sexual fantasies. A headache may actually make you more in the mood. One study discovered that not all headache sufferers avoid sexual activity. In fact, migraine sufferers reported higher levels of sexual desire. The study suggests that sexual desire and migraine headaches may be influenced by the same brain chemical. The clitoris is way bigger than you think it is. In addition to the visible part of the clitoris, there's a larger structure called the clitoral-urethral vaginal complex beneath the skin that also engorges with arousal. When a woman becomes aroused, the vaginal canal also lengthens as the uterus is pulled further upward into the body, often changing the angle. This phenomenon is not only fascinating but also one of the reasons waiting for full arousal leads to more pleasurable sex. Sex is at its best when your body is fully prepared. Want an orgasm? Leave your socks on. Research suggests that if you want to increase your chances of having an orgasm during sex, you should keep your socks on. No one is exactly sure why this works, but one theory is that in order to orgasm, you need to be completely relaxed and free of anxiety. Cold feet can potentially interfere with the ability to fully engage in sex, particularly for women. A big penis won't stretch out or ruin a vagina. A strangely popular myth circulating on the internet these days is that having an excessive amount of sex or engaging in sexual activity with a larger partner or using sizable toys can lead to the stretching of a woman's vagina and labia, resulting in what is sometimes referred to as unattractive, roast beef flaps. The vaginal canal is a muscle and does not permanently stretch from accommodating a large penis or toy. The vagina is incredibly resilient and recovers quickly. Additionally, the shape and size of the labia are unique to each woman and are not indicative of her sexual status or history. The G-spot exists. Except it doesn't. The term G-spot is a misnomer, as what we perceive as a specific spot isn't a distinct anatomical entity. Instead, it's an area of the urethral sponge that is highly sensitive for many people. However, bodies and arousal are complex, and there's no surefire technique or even erogenous zone that works for everyone. So, basically, you may have a spot you identify as the G-spot, but it isn't a singular point and its effects won't be the same for every woman. We're talking about sex more but having it less. Sex is mentioned in the media more than ever before, but that hasn't translated into increased sexual activity. Americans in relationships reported having sex 16 fewer times per year from 2010 to 2014, compared to 2000 to 2004, according to a 2017 study. The average person's sexual peak is the same age they can rent a car. The average American will have the most sex around age 25, according to the study. People in their 20s have sex more than 80 times per year, which declines to 60 times per year by age 45 and 20 times per year by age 65. Each year after the peak of sexual frequency at 25, sexual frequency declines by 3.2%. When it comes to pleasure, penis girth is more important than length. Many men like to compare the length of their penises, but the only people who truly care about that number are other men. The vagina is primarily covered in stretch mechanoreceptors, which means that girth or width holds greater importance for women on average when it comes to the penis. Men can orgasm without ejaculating. Surprise orgasm and ejaculation are two distinct physiological responses in men. While ejaculation generally coincides with an orgasm, the two actually occur in rapid succession, with the orgasm occurring slightly before ejaculation and tapering off during ejaculation. Men can learn to differentiate between the two and have orgasms without ejaculating. Want to do better at work? Have more sex at home. It turns out that having a fulfilling sex life is linked with improved job satisfaction and greater engagement at work, both of which can help advance your career, according to a study. The secret to mind-blowing sex. Lube. Using a high-quality personal lubricant can make all the difference between mediocre and amazing. Put a drop or two inside a condom before you put it on, and you'll wonder why you never did this before. Most women can have more than one orgasm, but few take advantage of it. Whether it's due to a lack of understanding of their own bodies or a partner who is unwilling or uninformed about satisfying sex, many women aren't taking advantage of the fact that they can experience multiple and various types of orgasms. 80% of women will experience chronic painful sex. Sex shouldn't cause pain, yet the truth is that it certainly does sometimes. In fact, the vast majority of women will experience a condition that leads to painful intercourse at some point in their lives. Sex should never hurt. Somehow, women often receive the message that sex hurts and that's just the way it is. The first time may be uncomfortable, but after that, sex shouldn't be painful for either partner. If it is, talk to your doctor about potential causes and treatments. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.